Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings in even the worst of films. Today, while I was at work, Lionsgate decided to drop the newest trailer for the new Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, which is a sequel to a prequel for a bunch of films in a trilogy that came out a bunch of years ago, and this is getting crazy. But that being said, I am a big fan of this franchise, and I found out very early on in the process of them adapting this new book into a film that it follows Haymitch during the 25th annual Hunger Games, and it's him as a young man and how he survived those games and would go on to become the Haymitch that trains Katniss Everdeen, and that excited me to no end because he was in my top 3 favorite characters of the original franchise. So now that the trailer's here, let's see if all of this waiting will pay off. She's creepy looking.
Welcome, Panem, to the glorious reaping of District 12.
Oh my god, she's horrifying looking. It's like a doll.
Twice the number of tributes. Twice the glory.
It's amazing the contrast happening right now. Something so violent and awful with a backdrop that's so pretty. That's some good contrast.
For the second quarter quest.
I guess that's Haymitch. Stylish. I like the comic booky transitions they're using here. It's such a beautiful place that such carnage is about to happen. It's one of the things I love about these movies.
Let the 50th Hunger Games begin!
Ralph Fiennes, most underrated actor of all time. Oh, he's in this movie too? He was great in Begonia. Didn't really like that movie that much though. You know his girl's gonna die. You just know it.
I think these games are gonna be different.
Oh, that was Woody Harrelson's voice. Love the soundtrack too. The soundtrack is fire. Okay, yeah, I think that looks fantastic. Never once in my existence of living did I ever care to see a movie that showcased how President Snow turned evil, yet we got that in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I thought the movie was okay. I liked it, I didn't love it, I didn't think it was great. It didn't have the magic that the original cast had with Katniss Everdeen, and it was interesting seeing what turned him bad, but I didn't really think it was earned. I didn't believe it. I didn't buy that he would become that cruel because of what happened to him in that movie. And I also thought that the lead up to the Hunger Games themselves were kind of weak, and that's one of my favorite parts of these movies is the lead up to the Hunger Games itself. It's not so much the battling, which I do love. I love the payoff of seeing the carnage happen, but it's getting these kids mentally prepared to go into a ring where they're all going to be slaughtered to death, and like what they go through mentally that I love. And I thought that the last movie kind of dropped the ball in that aspect. I never wanted a movie about that, but we got it. What I did always want was a movie that showcased what Haymitch went through to survive the 25th Hunger Games and go on to become the person that trains Katniss. But the reason why I wanted it so bad is because he's such like a degenerate and a drunk in the beginning of the franchise before he really comes out of it and becomes the leader that Katniss needs to like help her succeed in taking over. And I was always curious when she first meets him, that condition he's in where he is just a raging alcoholic, why is he like that? And I think that a lot of it had to do with the people that he lost during this game, sending him spiraling out of control. You could see in the trailer, there's somebody that he loves. Y'all know she ain't around in the current day stuff with Katniss, so clearly something happens to her here. I don't know if it happens while he's in the games or afterwards, but I'm sure we're going to get to explore that. And because he was such a great character, it makes me genuinely excited to see it. And although in the last film, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, we did get a battle of all of the kids. The arena itself was kind of boring and like this abandoned, like darkly lit arena. I'm really glad we're getting back to the outdoor stuff because like I was saying during the trailer, I love the contrast of like you're in these beautiful environments and there's such awful carnage happening, and it's just such an interesting choice from a cinematography level and a writing level, and it just looks really exciting. It looks like we're going to get back to how it was in the first, second, and third one, and that really excites me. I'm really excited for this film. And this trailer, look, the job of a trailer is to either raise your excitement or lower it, and this trailer definitely raised my excitement for this film. I think it looks absolutely remarkable, and it has Ralph Fiennes in it, who is the most underrated actor on the planet. He's the one actor that should have an Oscar that doesn't, and the fact that he's in here really excites me. But what say you guys? What did you think of this trailer? Do you think it looks great, or do you think it looks meh and you're kind of just over this franchise? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.